Are you ready to transform your financial future and start building wealth? It all starts with your money habits. And who better to learn from than the one and only Warren Buffett? In this video, we'll be sharing 10 specific habits that Buffett says can keep you broke and poor. But don't worry, we'll also provide practical tips on how to turn these habits around and start making smart financial decisions that will lead to long-term success. So if you're ready to take control of your money and break free from the cycle of poverty, keep watching. It's not the salary that makes you rich, it's your spending habits. Everyone has a right to be rich. Everyone has the potential to become wealthy. But some people exhibit behaviors that make it harder for them to amass wealth. Fortunately, you can change your habits and generate real wealth if you can identify and correct these negative habits. Let's just learn what these habits are. Stop buying things without a plan. People who are continuously struggling with money tend to buy things whether they are on sale or not, even if it wasn't their original intention. In actuality, impulsive purchases might result in a variety of problems. First off, a lot of individuals may excuse these impulsive purchases by claiming that they earned the new device or that the item is a need rather than a desire. Second, putting these impulse purchases on a credit card may result in the individual paying for the item without having the means to repay the expense. Finally, these haphazard purchases make sticking to your spending plan much more difficult. To exacerbate matters, many people will continue to spend after understanding their budget has been blown, despite the fact that they have failed to stay within their budget. Your chances of ever getting wealthy will not be destroyed by the occasional impulse buy. But as you can see, problems start to mount when you spend outside of your budget. As a best practice, remind yourself of the mantra, "I only buy what I need" each day. Your bank account will quickly increase as you become a far more responsible consumer and refrain from making impulsive purchases. You are not saving for the future. You could eventually wish to purchase a home, or maybe you want to pay off your children's college education. You probably also want to retire sometime. Usually, achieving these objectives involves years of preparation and decades of saving. Many people, however, are unprepared for the future. According to a 2019 Northwestern Mutual poll, 22% of Americans aged 25 and older have less than $5,000 saved for retirement, and 15% have no retirement savings at all. If you find yourself on this boat, remember that you are not the only one. Saving for the future is never too late. By automating your saves, you can get started right now. You might be able to automatically transfer a portion of your salary to a savings account that produces interest, depending on the option your bank offers. It becomes much simpler to stick with because everything will be taken care of once your paycheck arrives in your bank account. You are not creating a budget. One of the keys to managing your finances and ensuring that your short-term and long-term financial demands are satisfied is creating and keeping to a budget. Your financial decisions are guided by your budget, which also acts as a roadmap. Set up a budget and commit to sticking to it. However, there are several approaches to budgeting. Zero-based budgeting, for instance. Finding a budgeting strategy that works for you is significant, since you'll be more likely to adhere to it. Run the numbers. Calculate your income and spending by going through your bank and credit card statements, amongst much other financial information. If you get payments on a regular basis, add up the prior season's wages. If your income is more erratic, take the average for the preceding 3 to 6 months. Keep an eye on your expenditures. This is important for both setting and following your budget. Selecting a strategy to keep tabs on your expenditure is where you should start. This might be a budgeting app or a spreadsheet. Regardless, it's crucial to gather all of your income and spending data in one location to make it simpler to monitor your goals. Schedule some time, perhaps once per week, to review your budget, and you will see results within a month, I promise. You are getting fooled by credit card companies. Not all credit cards with perks are bad. In fact, when used wisely, they have a place in your wallet. However, credit card corporations provide those benefits for a reason, and it is most certainly not out of altruism. Simply stated, rewards encourage you to spend more. Research presented at an American Economic Association convention in 2010 found that merely using a rewards or points-based credit card with a 1% return boosted monthly expenditure by $68 and overall credit card debt by $115 per month. The pursuit of points no longer appears to be so wise. While you could get some cash back on your purchase, many credit cards have tight limits. From yearly restrictions to greater cashback rates for specific expenditures, such as petrol and groceries, you may not be earning as much as you think. Going further into debt for the sake of a single credit card point is simply not worth it. So I would suggest you guys reconsider it. Avoiding your debts. When you have a seemingly innumerous amount of debt, just the notion of paying it down might make you shudder, and for many, avoiding it is their approach to dealing with it. Those who disregard their debt may exhibit red flag behavior such as avoiding phone calls from collectors and throwing out invoices before opening them. You don't have to enjoy your debt, but you must recognize it. Make it a habit to open your mail when you are calm and ready. The more you understand about your debt, the better equipped you will be to deal with it. Work out payment options after you know how much you owe. If you owe a lot of money to numerous creditors, pay your utilities and fixed obligations first, then focus on the account with the smallest balance. This may feel more attainable, and paying it off may provide you with the drive to go on to the next balance. You are relying on only one source of income, and that's not right. For the majority of individuals, having a single source of income is the way of life, and this money is typically in the form of a wage. Unfortunately, jobs are not as secure as people believe. Indeed, over 21 million employees were laid off by U.S. businesses in 2018, implying that if your employment was the sole method of your generated money, your cash stream suddenly came to a standstill. You should picture yourself as an old tree when it comes to your sources of revenue. Do trees produce fruit from a single branch only? A simple no is a response. They have several branches that produce fruits and flowers, and you also ought to. You should continue to create and pick up new skills so you can make your money work for you. This is a sensible and secure approach to getting some sleep at night. No emergency fund. Lack of an emergency reserve is among the worst financial practices, whether it's a sudden auto repair, a hefty medical cost, or a job loss. Emergencies do happen. These costs have the potential to destroy all of your hard work and put you in debt if you don't have the funds to pay them. The majority of experts advise keeping 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses in an easily accessible emergency fund. We like to store ours in a high-yield savings account like one offered by CIT Bank so that it continues to earn more interest than the typical savings institution even when the funds are dormant. You should probably save more money for an emergency fund than your brother or closest friend, who should probably save less. 3 to 6 months' worth of living cost is the typical amount to put up for emergencies. According to that formula, your emergency fund should include $7,500 to $15,000 if your monthly living expenditures, including rent and auto payments, total $2,500. Whatever path you choose, identifying any present financial poor habits implies you're already improving. Because there is no one-size-fits-all answer for money management, determining how to improve your financial condition involves some ingenuity and critical thinking. 2 solid places to start are keeping track of your expenditures and checking your credit. If you require outside assistance, consult with a licensed credit counselor. Credit counselors work for nonprofit organizations and offer free or low-cost services to assist people to learn more about financial literacy and how to deal with financial problems. That's all from our side. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.